I'm Marquita Miller, and I'm the vocalist for Breaks and Swells.
Derek Derrickson, I play drums.
I'm Dylan Tubb, I play guitar for Breaks and Swells.
Bryce Irvin here, bass guitarist for Breaks and Swells.
Hi, I'm Noah Gold. I play keyboards.
My name is Jason Chambliss. I am the trumpet player.
I'm Jeremy Shaskis, and I'm the saxophone player for Breaks and Swells.
Tonight on Band in Seattle, dance the night away with the super sweet soul sounds and boogie breaks of Breaks and Swells. Welcome to Band in Seattle.
Shouldn't, babe. I need you, but you shouldn't, babe. I feel you, but you shouldn't, babe. I miss you, but you shouldn't, babe. I love you, but you shouldn't, no, I shouldn't, babe. I see you all of the time.
I started playing guitar around maybe 16 or so. I played piano before that. I played trumpet for quite a bit in high school and into college.
I played sax from like 5th grade to 10th grade, and then I started playing bass in the 7th grade. Kind of sax fell by the wayside in high school, and I just stuck to bass full time.
I went to my sister's piano lesson when she was maybe 8, so I was about 4, and then liked it, so they signed me up right away. So because of that, I got to start really early.
My father, he played drums and bass in high school. Got me a drum pad, got me into drum lessons at 7. Started sneaking me into rhythm and blues clubs. So I've been playing live since I was about 10.
You know, my dad started on trumpet as well. I wanted to play the trombone because I thought it was like cool because it has this like you know, the kid that I was back then. And so my dad was like, well, I'm gonna go get you a trumpet, you know, in 4th grade. And I've been playing it ever since.
Not just you.
I always sang in school, choir all through like high school and everything. I did go to school for music for a little bit. I'm from Alaska, so I went to the University of Alaska Fairbanks, and I studied voice there for about a year. And then my voice teacher, who's amazing, was just like, what are you doing here? Like, get out of here. And I was like, okay, you don't have to tell me twice. So I moved to Seattle about, 16 years ago, like yesterday, I think, or the day before.
Who are you to deserve this kind of attention? Who are you to hold my heart in siege? When it comes to you, I've lost my defenses, and I'm not above admitting defeat.
About 10 years ago or so, Dylan and I and our original bass player, Kevin, were all working at Liberty Bar up in Capitol Hill. We just kept talking about like, ooh, like, I like this band, like, who is this? Hey, let's just like get together and jam.
Let's just start a jazz band. Let's just get together and see what we can do as far as, you know, playing music. I mean, I was missing it at the time. It was really hard when you first moved to Seattle to kind of find a group of people, you know, that what they call the Seattle Freeze is real.
Kevin Kleppert, our original bass player, was my roommate. And they finally got it together and said we need to play music together. And eventually they added me to it.
After playing jazz around town, we decided, well, why don't we start writing some of our own music? And that's really kind of how the band started to form.
Who am I to break down all your walls, boy?
noticed they had put up like an open casting call with this like offshoot where they were playing like jazz standards, I think like once a week, once every other week. So I answered that casting call, got on that gig, and then I guess Dylan, Marquita, and there was another bass player at the time, had a Motown project and they wanted to bring horns in. And so I've pretty much been with them ever since they added horns and went the whole kind of like Motown throwback.
Jeremy Shaskis was in the band from close to the beginning, and when they needed a new keyboard player, he recommended me, so I came to hang out with him and enjoyed it, and yeah, now I'm in the band.
I'm all yours, I'm your pawn. Oh, darling, please come back to me. Come again, make me your queen. I'm holding on to all your battlements. Now goes by and I feel like I'm losing my grip. Oh, show me your castle tall, no matter how far. But you're holding all the cards, my king of
How I got involved in Breaks and Swells was through Jeremy Shaskis, the tenor player. I played in another band with Jeremy, then he was like, you know, we need a trumpet player to come in, you know, in this other band that I've been doing called Breaks and Swells.
Because I've played with him so much, it's like, he's usually like one of the first people I'll call.
holding all the cards. When it comes to love, don't you bet with your heart. Yeah, you're holding all the cards, my king of hearts. Yeah, you're holding all the cards, my king of hearts.
When we return, discover more about Breaks and Swells.
Big thing that cemented the name, to be honest, was the fact that when you Googled Breaks and Swells online, nothing else came up. And so we were like, this is good.
No Grubs is an instrumental, so it's just kind of a name we were like kicking around, and we're like, oh God, it has to be this. It's gonna be this song. This song is gonna be No Grubs.
Jeremy has a fantastic solo, and so does Jason. I love instrumentals that we do for the albums because it really gives a chance for the horn players to shine.
It just kind of has this like a really, it's like a 1970s jazz fusion kind of vibe to it. It's really, really groovy. Really challenging actually to play. That was one of the songs that I think is still kind of developing as far as the bass line, but I love it.
You always wanted something you couldn't have. A girl who followed
Hotfly is kind of our rock and roll, Allman Brothers style, blues rock song.
It's a little dig at the kind of men who think they're looking for the perfect girl, and they think they know what that means, and then maybe you're not exactly happy with it when they find it.
The lyrics for it are like really, really good. Like that was one of the first songs where I actually like, when I looked at the lyrics, I was just like, wow, these lyrics are actually incredible.
You seem unhappy with your computer girl. When you designed every freckle and curl, you didn't see the arrow deep in my clothes. Well, I'm a right to never leave you alone. First you build me up to sweat. Now I wish you could take it like I do.
We were thinking about doing some sort of group name that was like Marquita and something or others, and we went through a cycle of names and nobody was ever really sure what we wanted, but then Breaks and Swells kind of kept coming up and we were talking about it.
I actually really can't remember like whose idea it was, but we were kind of trying to go for something that was like a little retro, but also still like evocative of where we are. Like we're here in Seattle, we're on the Sound. Like you get breaks and swells in the water, you get breaks and swells in music. So we thought it was cute.
The big thing that cemented the name, to be honest, was the fact that when you Googled Breaks and Swells online, nothing else came up. And so we were like, this is good. But now we're the first thing that comes up, followed by I don't know how many surfing videos that show up after that.
Are you ever lonely? Do you wish I could be there? Is there more to your life that you care to share? Do you feel the pressure rising from inside? Do you think that you can run from it? Is there any way to hide? No, there ain't nowhere to hide. There ain't nowhere to run. No place you can climb to. You can try, but it'll find you. Ain't no way to calm down. When your heart's strong, oh God. Just let your heart down and never let you go. I know you need space. Sometimes you feel it out. I know you have confusion. I know you have your doubts. I would stand determined to see it all turn out.
The music comes out kind of a blend of different genres, and it's kind of hard to peg us in because we're not really the soul thing anymore. We're not really rock.
We really needed to like try to find our own voice, like what Breaks and Swells really was. Like, how do we make something unique? We really pull from a lot of different things. I mean, there's a lot of soul slash funk slash R&B slash neo soul slash a whole bunch of things.
After the break, find out more about Breaks and Swells.
I really wanted to go for that New Orleans style of music.
That one is gonna bring New Orleans right into your earbuds.
The next record's called Entomology, which is all about bugs. And so Mayflies is really about this like idea of like fleeting love, that you only have this really brief moment to catch it because mayflies have such a short lifespan.
Stretching ahead of us, we've only got one growing wings, wrapped in your heartstrings. Come fly with me, oh boy, just set me free. If you want me, well then say so. There's just a popping up
Butterfly's fantastic. We had the privilege of recording up in Anacortes at the Unknown.
I really wanted to go for that New Orleans style of music, so you'll feel that in there. And so we kind of changed the song to kind of have that same groove to it.
And it turns out they just had these vintage drums from the 20s and 30s and 40s. Big old bass drum, old field snare, and Mr. Bobby Cheek got us all set up. So that one is gonna bring New Orleans right into your earbuds.
Who I was, boy, before I met you, I never saw the sun. Boy, before I met you, I don't know who I was. Boy, before I met you, I never saw the sun. Boy, before I met you. If you want me, well then say so, baby, just say so. Let yourself up and go. I know you'll never give in. Make up your mind, friend. My time is running thin. Just feel the heat.
I'd like to see us keep playing. I'd like to see us make more music. You know, right now I'm happy with what we're doing, and I really do feel like every album keeps getting better, and I keep getting more excited to see the things that we're gonna do. And every new song that I work on really showcases everybody together and how well it works when you have the right formula.
You roll in like a bad wind. Just around the point, my heart's about to mend. And I'm never sure when I'll see you again. I wonder if this will ever end. You're so cool, like I remember you. Drinking powers that give a mind to be your fool. And I'm never sure if what you say is true. If it's lies or butterflies.
I'd like to just see the music come out, be heard, and just, you know, continue with that.
It's always fun to play different forms of music. It's always fun to do covers, you know, traveling, you know, writing some new music.
Yeah, I'm just excited for the future. Like, it's a lot of fun, and like when times get tough, and like when work gets too tough, or when like the world seems like it's going mad, like it's nice to have these guys and be able to get in a room and write some music and kind of put it behind you for a little bit, you know, for a few hours a day.
Now, I don't wanna hear anymore. Just don't try to back me up against the door, 'cause your gravity don't hold me anymore. And we've both been here before. I don't know why suddenly you changed, but it's a case of far too little too late. And someone else has stepped into your place, 'cause he wasn't scared to say the words to my face. And now you see you love me. Did you want me back when we were just friends? Or when we were sad and lonely and we were just kids? Did you love me?
We'd absolutely like to tour more.
Like a legit label-funded kind of tour instead of the DIY thing.
We'd just really love to share our music with like, as many people as we can. We're hoping maybe with this next record we can get some distribution, maybe just like get a little notice from like higher ups maybe.
Who knows, maybe the band will take off after everybody sees us on Band in Seattle.
Well, I don't remember it that way. Enjoy your version of our history. Just know it's never gonna read that way to me. Oh, and now you see you. Now you see you. Whoa, how could you? Now you see you love me. Did you love me back when? Oh,
Thanks for watching. To find out more about our bands, go to bandinseattle.com.